mystical dagger? Really? Get rid of it. Welcome to BodyBags. I'm your Thursday reviewer, Chris, from Chris B Movies. You know my name is Chris, and you know I love B movies. Now, I'm going to be reviewing a film that my wife and I saw on TV. We decided to rent it, and it's called Freaky. Now, it's a take on Freaky Friday, but not exactly what you think. It's basically a serial killer switches places with a teenage girl, kind of a shy teenage girl who gets picked on by the mean girls. Yeah, it's kind of one of those films. I kind of like the take on this one from Christopher Landon. And if you know Christopher Landon, he wrote Disturbia. He also did Paranormal Activity 2 and 3 as well, which were, all three of them are rather decent films. But we're talking about 2020's Freaky, Take a Freak On. And it starts off with the butcher, played by Vince Vaughn, who's just this maniacal serial killer. Starts off by just killing these kids, like wiping the mat with them. At one point, the last girl, before she gets murdered, because you know she's gonna get murdered, is actually they're at her house having a party, and she sees her parents coming, and she runs out to the door, and the butcher grabs her and just fucking slaughters and kills her. Kind of a nod to the Scream film, basically, Wes Craven film, which is good. I like to see little nods to films, and it's kind of cute. So we meet Millie, who, again, like I say, she's just a shy girl. She has her group of friends, kind of nerdy friends, and they get along well. But, she runs into the mean girls who insult her, make fun of her, and all this stuff. We've seen this in a bunch of other films. So you kind of know what's going to happen in this film. There's this mystical dagger. Now, with the mystical dagger, when someone gets stabbed with it, well, people switch places. The person who stabs the other person, switch places with the person they stabbed. And of course, that happens with the butcher and Millie. When Millie is stranded and no one's there to pick her up because her mother is drunk, she happens upon the killer who has this mystical dagger, and he stabs her, and guess what? Boom, they switch places. And to see Vince Vaughn playing a naive high school girl is absolutely hilarious, and he just nails it out of the ballpark. Now, when people switch places, because of this mystical dagger, they have 24 hours in order to use the mystical dagger to actually get back into their rightful selves again. But, of course, chaos ensues and things just don't go the way they want them to happen. And that's why you get a film that's like close to 2 hours long of Millie trying to get back in her body, and, of course, the butcher trying to be his killing self. But it's cool to see Millie, who is played by Catherine Newton. She plays the psycho, the butcher, like totally well, as best as any high school kid could ever play a character like that. She plays it so well with her red leather jacket. She almost is like, wow, this girl's gotten cool. And she's just a killer. And Vince Vaughn playing a high school girl is absolutely hysterical. This is absolutely a very well done film and absolutely hysterical. Vince Vaughn plays his character to hell and high waters. He plays it so good that you actually really believe that there's a teenage girl inside of him. And Catherine Newton plays Psycho Girl like the butcher's really inside of her. They play the character so well here in this film. And the film flows so well. It's a blast. It's never boring. It's funny throughout. It's an absolutely hysterical film. It's Freaky Friday, getting a little more freaky than you remembered it. And that's all I gotta say about this film. This film is an absolute blast. You can buy this one. Walmart has it. Best Buy has it. Order it on Amazon. Or you can order it on Vudu like we did. And we had a blast watching it. One of the films that I loved and my wife loved as well. Because she's normally not into the movies that I like, so she really enjoyed this one. And Vince Vaughn, freaking awesome in this film. Definitely check it out. Most of you watching this may have checked this one out already. If not, I would definitely check this one out. You'll have a blast watching it. Again, over welcomes the state. It's just a blast throughout. Good times, great acting, good comedy. Hey, can't go wrong with that now, can ya? I'm going to put this on the cheeseometer. Because you know what? There were some elements that were cheesy. I gotta say. 10 being the best cheese you'll ever get, 1 being the worst. I give it a solid 9. This movie was friggin' awesome. Knocked it out of the ballpark. Great acting, great comedy, great death scenes. Oh my god. Great weapons used. Yeah. I'm not going to ruin anything for you because you got to check it out yourselves. Check out Freaky. And if you want to watch it on a Friday, you might have a little Freaky Friday going on here. All right. With a little more bloodshed than you remember. Haley Mills having in her film. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Check out all the other reviewers. They do a bang-up job. They knock it right out of the ballpark, baby. And check me out next week, because I got something fun to bring to the table here next week. And please, don't forget to check out those late-night horror movies. Read up on your latest Fright Mags. Don't forget to tune in to another episode of the show we call Body Bags, or I'm going to stab you with the dagger, and you may just turn into Crispy Movies. Ooh, scary, huh?